We met a guy who made $20K a month in his first 3 months of having a porta potty business, having never done it before. Nastiest I've come across. But I think Shep Boy found something. Liquid gold?
If we buy 5 potty cabins, each of them costs roughly $1,200 to $1,500, then we can expect to break even by the fourth year. Now, I'm going to give you a breakdown of how this is possible. You need $300,000 of investment. So for this assumption, we have considered $200,000 of equity injection and $100,000 of debt injection. The debt comes with a 6% interest rate and a 5-year payback period. Now, in terms of growth and marketing, we have assumed that we will have 8 organic customers, and over the years we're going to grow by 5%, and we're going to spend 5% of our budget on promotions. Based on all these factors and the revenue, in terms of revenue, we have three revenue sources. So the first one is a monthly, then we have event based, and then we have emergency service calls. Based on all this, the majority portion of is going to come from the monthly revenue source. 60% of that is 60% of revenue is going to come from this, and 40% is going to come from this particular stuff. So this number represents the number of times the product is purchased by our customer. For example, this one is purchased 12 times, this one is purchased twice, and this one is like purchased twice. So that's how the whole thing works. Then we have fixed costs in here. You can increase or decrease them. These are monthly costs. And then we have the capex, and also we have this growth and marketing, where you also have to consider the customer acquisition cost and paid promotions. So in terms of paid promotions, we have 3 channels in here, and the acquisition cost, if you increase or decrease it, it's going to have an impact on the profitability. For example, if I change this from 120 to, let's say, 250, as you can see, we are getting into net loss. So this will help you calculate what could be your possible maximum customer acquisition cost. That's very important. So based on all these factors, we have the income statement, which is this particular stuff. Then we have the balance sheet. Here is liabilities, and these are the assets. And then we have cash flow statement. So let's say what would happen if we invested less. So if we invested a lesser amount, let's say we did not take a debt, then it would be difficult for us to reach profitability, because without funds, we are going to run into negative cash flow. Let's go to cash. As you can see, after the first year, we're going to run into negative cash flow. We won't have enough funds to cover our day-to-day expenses. That's why it's not going to be profitable. So we need $100,000 of debt for this. We could have also taken $100,000 of extra equity, 300,000. Then, as you can see, it has a positive impact on the net profit. So this is without the funds. Let's say this is 200,000, and this is like 100,000. So if we take a debt of 100K, then we are going to be profitable by the 5th year with roughly $42,000 of profit. But let's say instead of debt, if we take equity, 300K, then as you can see, the profit number increases significantly. It also has an impact on the break-even timeline and cash flow and everything, because without interest payments and without the cash that's going out of your cash flow statement, your business has more room to grow. That's how the whole thing works. I have mentioned the entire model in the description. You can check that out. So once you open this, particular link, you will find something like this. Your view is gonna look something like this. So if you want to change something, or this is view only, so you won't be able to change anything. If you want to make any changes, you have to click on duplicate, and if you want to, let's say, make any changes, you have to create an account for that. Then you can just play with the numbers and figure out what sort of changes are happening in here. Without your account, you won't be able to look at the changes. So this is how the whole thing works. If you have any questions,